Well, this is a game I have been looking forward to for a while, but partly because it is sunny and warm here in Tampa. Hello, everyone. Jen Mueller alongside John Boyle from Seahawks.com, and these are your three key matchups for the game. And John, one of the other reasons I'm looking forward to this game is the matchup of Richard Sherman against Mike Evans, who can pretty much do it all for the Bucs.
He can, 6'5" receiver, and we've seen more and more in the last 2 years. Richard Sherman moves around covering teams' best guys. We don't know for sure he's going to do that the entire game, but it's a safe bet we'll see them lined up against each other plenty, and it's going to be a really fun matchup. He's the most targeted receiver in the NFL, 65 catches, 916 yards, 8 touchdowns, all those top 5 receiving stats. Jameis Winston's not afraid to sling it a little, so even if Richard Sherman's over there, we're going to see him go that way a little bit, so that should be fun.
Well, and that also means that he could be taking some chances against a depleted secondary who was without Earl Thomas, and Deshaun Shedd's also questionable.
Yeah, for the first time since he came here in 2010, Earl Thomas will not be playing. He's started 106 straight regular season games, but he has been ruled out. It means Stephen Terrell's in there. Deshaun Shedd, as you said, is questionable, so we'll see what they do, but I would have a hunch we're going to see Tampa Bay taking more shots downfield than most teams do against the Seahawks.
Well, and injuries I think are going to be a big storyline because Justin Britt was questionable on Friday, and that's going to be a big test for the Seahawks interior facing Gerald McCoy for the Bucs.
Exactly. I mean, Gerald McCoy would be a key matchup in this game regardless of who's on the field because he's a great player. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, 31 sacks since 2013, the most for an interior lineman. 4.5 more this year, so he's right on it. And against any line, he's trouble. If you've got a rookie center making his first start, which is possible, Joey Hunt, then that's going to be really interesting for the Seahawks how they handle it. The line's been showing a lot of improvement. They ran the ball well last week, 152 yards, protected Russell Wilson well. So they've got a lot they can build on, but it's going to be a tough one against McCoy in that defensive front.
And Joey has been getting all the reps in practice, so at least he is familiar and he wouldn't just be getting thrown into the fire on Sunday. But when you talk about that Bucs defense, you've also got to talk about turnovers, and this has been a key matchup previously for the Seahawks during the course of the season, but especially against this Tampa team.
Yeah, Tampa Bay started the year 1-3. During that time, they were -9 in turnover differential. Big reason they were losing those games. They've just completely flipped it. They're +10 since then. That includes 15 takeaways going back to their Week 5 win. Seahawks, meanwhile, 6 turnovers this year is a league low. They only have 1 in their last 7 games. So you've got a team that's just been phenomenal taking care of the ball against a team that's been spectacular getting it away from the other team. So it's going to be really exciting to see how that pans out. Seahawks can take care of the ball on the road. They've got a great chance, but if Tampa Bay can keep getting the turnovers, that's going to help them.
Tampa Bay has forced a turnover in 6 straight games, a streak that the Seahawks are trying to stop on Sunday.